want to must. I must, though I do not know quite what. I crumbled when I left. Mercy no Pio had stopped fearing at that point. I cradled Mercy in my arms in the moments before leaving. Toto gave me millet flour we had pounded and ground together. My sister Ruth gave me cookies I watched her fry over the sakiri. Papa picked me a dozen oranges. Crumbled when I left. Days later, I continued to crumble. And I continue to pick up these pieces. I hope I will not gather them all, though. I don't want to recover from this. Everything is open air in Uganda, purposefully or not. Life is lived outside. In Koyoyo Lecture Hall at Uganda Christian University lacks 2 of the 4 walls I previously experienced lecture halls to have at Gordon College. At Gordon, classrooms are climate controlled. We spend over half the school year keeping cold air out while animals participate in hibernation and migration. In Uganda, birds and dogs wander through at their own aim. Even in smaller classrooms, there's at least a small space that runs between the walls and the ceiling. When grasshoppers hatch and swarm by the thousands, classrooms are covered with grasshopper green. Once in East African history, 1800 to independence, a dog wandered in and vomited at the professor's feet. Professor Kwamusi promptly left, retrieved a shovel full of dirt, and after piling it on the vomit, continued on. Lane Student Center, Gordon College, basks students in dull winter sunlight through wall-sized windows as they dine. The dining hall at UCU doesn't have any windows. It doesn't have any walls. When rain breezes in, students rush towards the center of the pavilion. In Uganda, we don't go to class when it rains. At Gordon, we go to class in rain and snow and hail and skip when it's sunny. The dining hall at UCU provides rice and beans and water. Occasionally, a piece of cassava or a sweet potato. Excitement rises when one receives a bit of tomato or carrot because it seems only a few are cut and put in those soupy beans that feed thousands of university students. At Gordon, we have a hotline, a salad bar, a sandwich bar, a grill, a pizza line, Coke and Snapple products. To go to Boston, I catch the commuter rail. My backpack and I get our own cushioned leather seats. To go to Kampala, I catch a matatu, a 15-passenger van turned taxi that crams at least 20 to 25 people. Children and chickens sit on floors and on mats. At Gordon, I roll quarters into machines to wash and dry my clothes. In Uganda, I hand wash and hang dry my the other side of Rwanda, my Makono homestay, my rural homestay, LIA, UCU. I'm 8 time zones away from East Africa. And I attempt to process by reflecting on portions of the semester's whole, individual moments. Attempt to make sense of all the whispers and breaths, every day rose and set in. But of course, me and my Western worldview would attempt to make sense of individual moments. Western thought is built on the notion, I think, therefore I am. Descartes kicked community in the bum and said, I exist because I rationalize, individual figuring out what one believes. The Descartes of African proverbs is I am because we are. I participate, therefore I am. I've known the communal focus of African cultures for a long time. I studied it, rationalized it, believed it, ish. It takes participation to begin to understand. Community is not just emphasized, relationships actually are the priority. Traditional African thought believes relationships to be the most important thing. What would happen if I were to interact with what I believe? I live in a culture of rationale and deadlines. And I continue to be rational and analytical. But my thoughts mean nothing unless expressed in the experiential nature of relationships. I think, therefore I participate. Therefore I am. I am because we are. On my last Makono homestay night, we took family snaps, photos. Deborah lent me a traditional Buganda dress. Gomezi have princess puff sleeves that are at least 3 inches tall and belts that are often metallic, 8 to 10 inches thick, and tied in the front and draped to the floor. There is so much fabric. Perhaps in that community of moments, I participated in the idea that I belonged in those family photos. I participate. Therefore I am. Nasal.